Hello people, welcome to another video. Yes, this is a tech channel seriously doing a video on the Xbox Series S. So, one question I've always had about the Xbox Series S and Xbox in general is can you use a standard keyboard and a standard mouse on them? Yes, this is actually the keyboard and mouse I've used to film every single video so far. You can see it even sounds the same. Okay, I don't know why I add that comment, but I did for some reason. And I've always wondered, can you use just standard keyboards and mice on Xbox? I mean, there's pretty much no settings for keyboards on Xbox, and very few settings for external mice on Xbox. But more like, can you actually just use a standard keyboard? Like, does that actually work? I've never seen it before, so we're about to find out. And if you haven't noticed, yes, I'm recording this on a bed because my desk is way too small for half of this. But first, I want to show you a keyboard that's made specifically for Xbox. Yes, it's a Razer product. And this is specifically made to work with an Xbox. It's got all the hardware, it even has a dedicated Xbox key, but it also works for Windows as well. And it even has an Xbox application to configure the settings. Almost forgot what I was going to say there. Now, as you can see, I have used this before. In fact, I got this keyboard before I got subsequently this one right here. And so, yeah. Here it is right here. Now, you may notice this uses Razer's own switches, so it's going to be very clicky. And half the buttons on here don't even work, and the bottom's peeling. Somewhere. I don't know which corner, but somewhere it's peeling. And yes, this comes with a trackpad too, but that's also broken. And so, here's all the stuff that comes with it. And to control it, this is all you need. Just this simple USB controller that plugs into the front port of your Xbox, or the back port, depending on which one you use. And yeah, and then you use the software to sync it up, and bada bing, bada boom. Now, one of the things it also comes with is a power brick for the keyboard. So you plug this into the AC part of your outlet, and then you plug the USB in, and then on the top here, there's a USB port. You just plug that in, and then boom. Now, you may have noticed there's also a second port on the top, and you can see here, that's to link the keyboard to the mouse. So you get this wire right here. It's basically, I don't know what this part's called, but it's basically like the same thing that like the mini HDMI uses, but slightly different to normal micro USB. So what you do is you plug this end to the keyboard, and then I don't know why it's bent like that. It's bent the wrong way. That's very annoying. Then you plug this end into there, and then boom. Now, since this is a Razer product, things break, so they also include a cable for the mouse that can plug, if I can even figure out where it is, that plugs directly into another USB port on the Xbox. And that's my TV shutting off. And then, so again, you just basically do the same step of plugging that into the mouse, except this end goes into your Xbox instead of the keyboard. And in my case, this actually doesn't work wirelessly anymore, so this is how we will use the mouse. The only problem is that this also doesn't get detected in the app, so you can't customize it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get everything all set up and ready, and then plug the receiver for the keyboard and mouse to work. Even if you have them wired, you still need this in for it to communicate. So we'll go ahead and plug that in. And for my purposes specifically, we'll also plug in the mouse. Make sure it's plugged in the right way. And now we'll go to the screen and show you that this works. Now, yes, I know it's not elegant to have the keyboard on top of the fan on the Xbox, but it's the best we're doing, okay? I don't want to have to go set up every single time, just so I'm going to take it right back off. In fact, you can even see the blank space where it's normally supposed to be. So, and again, we're not using OBS because there is no OBS for the Xbox as far as I'm aware. So, the tripod will do. Now, I've got everything all plugged up, but there is still one more thing we need to do. So, we're going to have to grab the controller one more time real quick to get something set up. Now, I checked in the manual, and it's not very well documented, but basically we need to install an app depending on if you're on Xbox or Windows. So in this case, since we're on Xbox, we're going to download the Razer Turret app. And if you're on PC, you just download Synapse and it just works. So, let's go ahead and turn this on real quick. Now, before you ask, yes, I know that the display is wrong, but again, I'm not setting this up properly. In fact, the HDMI that I plugged it into is actually the HDMI for, and if I can get in frame, and oh my god, an Apple TV. So, yeah, it's gonna be the wrong thing, but we're just making it work. Okay, that's not moving back now. Great. Now, what we need to do is we need to go to, if I can even find it, the Microsoft Store, and just look up the Razer app. There we go. And then, depending on which one you have, you get the one that's for your thing. So in this case, we're the standard one, so we're gonna just get the one for Xbox One, which is a green app. Now you have the Gears of War 5 edition, you get the blue version, and that's specifically for the Gears of War thing. In fact, you come down here, and it even has like a specific theme and everything. And yes, I know the reviews are bad, but that's just because people don't know that this is only for this keyboard and this mouse. Everybody thinks it's for every single one, but no, it's literally just this combo. So we're gonna get this one, and again, it's literally just the same thing, just without the special theme. And we're gonna just install this. Just gonna install that real quick. And I don't know, okay, yeah, so it's just installing it down there. Okay, I don't know if it's just supposed to not be installing right now, but something may be up. It honestly, okay, it's trying it right now. Yeah, no. It also might be the fact that I have the memory card plugged in. You might just have to remove that real quick. There we go. And Jesus Lord, this thing gets so hot when it's in there, but that's how this thing really works anyway, so you can't really get mad at it. Yeah, I'll just cancel and, go right back. Now, without this in, and hopefully won't get confused. See, it's never a red tip video without at least an issue. Except for the Windows XP video that didn't really have any issues there. I guess the PineOS video didn't really have any issues either. Unless you count the versions not extracting as an issue. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run a network test real quick to see if something's going on. Alright, yeah, that's definitely not the correct speed and download. We should be getting like 500 up and like, or we should be getting like 500 up and like 600 down. So I don't know what's happening over there. I mean, I don't know what could be different. Okay, this thing is just not wanting to make up its mind. Oh god, it's 24 megabytes. Yep, we'll definitely be right back. Alright, so I got a video playing over the network right now to see if the network's slow on a completely different account, and this seems to work fine. So I'm not sure what the Turret app's doing, but clearly something's up. maybe we do need to plug this back in. Alright, so it's saying the app down here is installed, although it's not really doing anything. In fact, it looks like both numbers are going up. I don't know what it's doing over there, but it's actually over the amount that it said it was, because it said it was going to be 24 megabytes, and that's almost 25.5 megabytes. But the icon's down there, so I'm assuming it's installed. Never mind that. It's still installing. Oh, okay, there it is up there. Yeah, what you do is you install that, and then it says connect to support Razer device to get started. Now, I don't know if this keyboard's off or if it's dead. Okay, I think it's off. So I'm going to place it back on the Xbox here. Actually, took it off because the Xbox was getting a little hot, which makes no sense because it's a pretty power efficient Xbox, but oh well. So, first of all, I'm going to plug the thing back in. I'm gonna hit the switch, and okay, so it's on now. I'm not sure if the battery's dead or what. Honestly, the backlight might just be off. Nope, it's definitely just straight up off. Well, that's what we got this for. And also, for some reason, as soon as I entered the app, the lights on the mouse turned off, but the mouse works. Like, it's being detected. Remember, this doesn't work wirelessly. And so that's also why I almost said Synapse. That's why the app's not picking it up. So, I'm gonna plug the keyboard in and hope that gets this thing on. I have to flip the switch a couple times. Oh, there it goes. Alright, okay then. Oh, okay, we actually have pretty decent charge. Well then. So, yep, the app works here. My DPI is all effed up. Most of everything works up here. We don't have a profile for some reason, so we're just gonna create one real quick. Forgot I have to actually navigate the buttons. Okay, like nothing's working. That's how you know it's a quality app. Alright, we're just not customizing the profiles then. Oh god, not again. But, yep, it works. And again, I commented on this earlier, but we have a dedicated Xbox button, which is really just a right control button. And so any keyboard that has a right control button will just trigger the Xbox button. And also, the Windows key does really the same thing too. Yeah, but other than that, it just really just works. Oh, I forgot you can't use backspace because I'm used to Windows Media Center having backspace as your back button, but no, it's escape, right? Yep. Alright, okay then. And even if you're not signed in, it'll still work, but you can navigate pretty much every part of the menu with this. And, yep, and if you go to Microsoft Edge, most people forget that there's literally Edge on this thing. Yeah, that works. In fact, I was emulating Infinite Mac on this earlier. Yeah, and this actually works. I don't know how it works, but it does work. And you can basically just use this as a little computer. For example, I can access Discord from this, and it actually works. There we go, it actually works. Let me get off somebody's DM. And yep, here's the Gigatech Discord server real quick. I don't have my own Discord server yet, so this is the best we got. But yep, that works. You can read literally every channel that's ever existed. You can open a new tab and go to YouTube. I think I'm signed in too. Yes, I'm definitely signed in. Ooh, whose notification is this? Not mine. Now, unfortunately, there's no extensions for this. you can go to like the extensions page, but it won't install anything. So there's no like classic tube or anything. And so you can see my analytics. Yes, I still haven't posted the PineOS video yet. I'm making this before I posted that. Being pretty efficient, right? So, yeah, again, extensions don't work, but themes do, as you saw a minute ago. And pretty much most of everything that would work on Edge works on this. Just that you have pretty bad specs. Because while the Xbox down here technically has 10 gigabytes of RAM, Edge can only use 1 gigabyte of RAM. And also the CPU is pretty inefficient as far as I'm aware, so you're gonna have some problems there. But other than that, it should mostly work. Alright, so now that's all fine and dandy. But what about just, again, the standard keyboard and a standard mouse? Now, the mouse shouldn't have any issues, especially since the Xbox has native options in settings for external mouse to plug in via USB. The main thing I'm concerned about though is the keyboard, because that doesn't have any native options, and also, unlike most keyboards, this keyboard has not one, but 2 USBs. Because this keyboard is so complicated and requires so much power that the thing actually needs 2. And as far as I'm aware, I'm not sure if having spare USB like hubs will work with an external keyboard mouse. I know they don't work with hard drives, like you have an external hard drive, not like the memory card like this, like an actual like external hard disk drive. Like for example, this one I have for, okay, there goes the RAM stick. This one I have for PlayStation, and this does not plug in to a USB hub on the PlayStation. It only works on the native USB ports. So I'm wondering, if you had like a USB hub, would it work? And I'm wondering, if someone actually had an Xbox and a wired keyboard and a USB hub, and they're willing to test that, you can do that and let me know how that works in the comments. But as far as I'm aware, this probably won't work, especially since this needs the kind of higher speed that these have. So that leaves us with all 3 of the ports being used up, which is a huge downfall. Because, like for example, with the turret, I could plug in that and all that. So again, good lord, everything's falling. You plug in the keyboard and the mouse, and probably not even plugging the mouse. Have a USB port left over for like a headset. In case there's my HyperX headset that while it does have a 3.5 jack, the lead's very short, so it has a USB extender. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but yeah, it's pretty nice. In fact, it has a removable mic, and that was the mic I used to film the PineOS video, so, or record the audio for it. But again, I'm not gonna talk about that too much, so I'm not gonna really yap about it. No yap edition. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna plug the keyboard, the 2 ends. Good lord, I can't plug crap into that. Plug the keyboard into the back, so that's in there, and then plug, if I can find the lead for it, the mouse into the front, like that. And just hope that works. And if not, then I don't really know. Alright, so I've got everything all done up again. You know, turn the TV on. Oh god, and run, drop everything. And one more step to get to the HDMI than it needs to be. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make sure it's plugged in. Honestly, I don't know how many times this power cable's been plugged in and unplugged, so it's very loose right now. But the keyboard's got power, and the mouse, you can barely see it, but it also has power. So that means everything should be working, right? All right. Yeah, plugged everything in correctly. which I probably didn't, because I never plug anything in correctly. Yup, I messed someone up. Okay, yeah, it just unplugged from the back here too. So let's see, do we have control of the menu? Hey, we do! What? That's actually surprising. Well, let's see, can we, okay, we can enter to sign in. That's impressive. And... alright, we can navigate the menu just like we would on, like, a normal keyboard. That's honestly surprising. Well, let's see, can we type? Technically yes, but proficiently no. That's surprising. I generally think it wouldn't work. Okay, but for whatever reason, the right control does not do the Xbox button like it does on there. I'm not sure if this is a special key program or something else, but like on the turret, if that Xbox key is a special key program or something else. Because I genuinely thought it was just right control. But nope, it's clearly something else. And since this keyboard also has media buttons at the top there, I'm wondering, can it actually play and pause media? Nope. But does it play games? Yup, it plays games. That also works. Again, there's no controller connected to this. See here, the controller's off, and I can control it. And there's no other controller connected secretly. I mean, you just heard the spacebar, so, yep, it works. And yes, doing stuff on the web works too. So as you clearly see, apparently using a standard USB keyboard does work on an Xbox. And now I gotta turn this off before the entire Xbox decides to kill itself because it's getting too hot. Especially the front, like what the hell? Yeah, the Xbox is definitely a little hot. So yeah, that actually worked for some reason. I didn't think it'd work. I thought it would just be the Razer that worked. But no, this thing works too. And the mouse. Well, there's not really much more for me to say, so thank y'all for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. Who knows? And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.